All right, y'all. I need to tell y'all, and I need to inform people who are adult children who have abusive narcissistic parents, and a lot of people that's folks in my family know. I know the law. I know that if my mom and dad was to do it, and I did say that I would, uh, you know, kill them whatever as in self defense. I wasn't talking about offense. I don't talk to them. I don't see them. I don't be near them. And people harass me. I've threatened to call laws on them if they keep on harassing me about visiting them because I have a right to be from a situation that's very toxic. I'm bipolar, and I'm not trying to deal. But people in some people African American community have slave fever mind mentality. They normalize abuse. They don't understand that came out of our white ancestor. Since none of us are pure African descent doing slavery, so we can have a toxic family and that toxic behavior, especially from the parent standpoint. They don't realize it causes psychological damage to us. And if you don't believe me, scripture wise, Colossians 3:21, okay? Which said, Father, don't provoke your children to anger and become discouraged. And I'm not the perfect person where I know cursing and everything, but I know these verses and they debunk these people's attitudes and behavior. You know what I'm saying? So they can try to justify the Bible like God is evil and toxic just like them. No, he's not. Um, and recently I had some spies from a family member that enables the toxic behavior on my social media, not on YouTube, but on some other social media to the point I had to close um, I had to block them on social media, and they need to know realize if they keep on trying to add me in their fire, but yet they watch somebody in my family who was very violent, and abusive, and trying to name anything that's normal. I don't have fever mind mentality, relative. I will put you in jail, okay, for harassment and the person who wants to contribute because I'm not scared of that person. Okay, I pretend years to be scared of that person instead of me trying to go and be attackful and evil and trying to get retaliation of this person. I'm going to follow legal procedures. Okay, and if that law enforcement does not want to follow legal procedures to protect me and my rights, we can contact the Congress and a judicial system to get that person out of a job. Okay. And I saw Tamar Braxton, and y'all got mad. I don't care. You can get mad at me. I know she was rude to Alana. And I'm glad that I brought up, and thank you, Oppressive, who's on YouTube. She brought this up as well. That during the family value, I mean, the Lana Vazant situation, Tamara went on Twitter rant and mentioned that she was that Rhonda, which is Alana's real name, is her government name is a devil, and a lot of folks don't understand that episode you saw on Braxton Family Values was edited, and later on, I think the other sister of the Braxton is now saying she was sexual abuse, and Miss Mean Evelyn, I want to say the Lord, I can't say Evelyn's on either, but Miss Mean Tony Braxton's mother, Evelyn Braxton, I don't care if she's Ellie, her behavior does not stop her from being rude, okay? I'm going to create take it. If I was 50, 60 years old, which next year I'll be 40, so 20 years I'll be 60. If I was rude to my kids and abusive, you have every right to say I'm ugly and mean because it's evil. Okay, I don't care. I don't show no favor based on no age or whatever. It's wrong. It's wrong. I don't care if you're 100,000 years old. I don't care if you're doggone 2 years old. It's still wrong. Okay, y'all there trying to show some favoritism based on age. I don't care. If I'm Italian that low to get so evil, then that means Tamara Braxton needs to get away from her mama. Um, she was being rude with Alana, and I think what a lot of folks don't understand, I believe that that episode was edited. Okay, especially on the Braxton Family, I would expose it. I don't know why they don't have control or We Channel, whoever who owns Braxton Family Values. To one, I seen Tamar Braxton. The reason why she acted like a child, and I had the same dynamic. You're spoiled, but at the same time, you've been abused, and nobody doesn't answer. There's a thing about what's her name? What I was defending. What's her name? What's the woman name? And she about to get her child taken away from her just like her crazy mama. What's her name? Farrah Abraham. And up until Farrah Abraham called Chad or Single's mama a black piece of shit, uh, I stopped defending her, but I have to say that she's no different. That Paula is wrong how she treated Chad, and therefore, you know what I'm saying. So, I don't like the mother playing victim. She did abuse Evelyn, Farrah Abraham, and the dad even confirmed it, who also was abused at the time. And that's why she has mental issues. A lot of people don't believe when you abuse your kids, you create people with mental issues. That's why I'm bipolar. That's why I would never practice what my family did to me. With my children, I don't care if I don't have kids. I'm not selfish. I would not put them in. If someone did, I'd probably be in jail locked up. Someone put my kids in that situation. Okay, if trust me, I probably smile at my mugshot. Now, situation here, the week about Tamar Braxton is very rude. Her mother is like that, and they said the same thing. Her mother, she get ideas from her mother. But one thing, when the dad was gone and not being around to protect her, somebody abused her and the other sister. So she always felt she had a right to voice her opinion, be opinionated, be rude, because no one was not feeling her pain. The mother, she was, I guess, a mother's pet to the mother. Probably mother likes to threaten her. I slap the piss out of your mouth. Um, I'm sorry, Miss Braxton. That is a family violence. You just show evidence of that. And when you checked her, first of all, she's too old to be checked. I don't care what the word also say. Like I said in my video, love is not Christian rule over injury. So use Christian rule over injury part to Saint Paul's word to the Corinthians 13, verse 13. I think it's 3, 4, and 3, 4, and 5. Why are you contradicting that, sister? Second of all, and I know I ain't the perfect throw thorns on me. I don't care, but don't please not distort the word of God. Okay, I get tired of people. That's why people don't go to church. And why folks don't like Christianity, they would be Protestants or Catholicism, whatever it is. You have these old wolf in sheep clothing, have they way, and no, it's not one check. They wolf in sheep clothing behind. Now they understand, like Paul said, your behavior in the First Timothy, in I think chapter 3, talks about the leaders, whether it be the priests, which is the elders in New Testament version, because presbyterians, the deacons, and also the bishops. Their behavior is important. So if y'all not checking the behavior of these people, watch out. I do. Even as an ex-pastor, I check the behavior of the Catholic priests. And y'all know I have threatened to tell the Pope on one when popping off at me in the diocese. So I'm a telltale, trust me. So anyway, so point is, no, when I came in the church, I wasn't naive. I had started trying to go to mass, but an Italian American priest was rude to me, and I almost went off on him back when I was 14 years old. No joke. But after 14, I'm not gonna name for it. I'm not gonna lie about that. So after I had my perm, don't forget that I had a perm in my head back in, yes I did, okay? Don't forget that back in 1990 for some 94. I was an altar boy when he started out of food. And my grandma who's Baptist was very rude, mean, just like Evelyn Braxton. And I didn't want her to hear about it, but I almost went off on that old man. I didn't care. You talk rude to me, I hate you provoke the anger. I'm gonna let y'all know that y'all like to provoke the anger, that y'all do not pass your doggone generational curse in your beliefs to me. I don't believe it, and I'm not going to enable it. I'm not going to accept it. Now, going back to what I'm saying. So, Miss Evelyn Braxton, ma'am, first of all, you know correcting kindness. Did you read about that? In 2 Timothy chapter 2, 24, 26, you'll say the Lord, why are you not correcting kindness? My question is English chapter 4, 1, 7. Tells that the person no longer a slave to the parent, child, whatever, to the father, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, it explains adulthood. Tamara Braxton's 41 years old. She do not need to obey your way no more after she reached the age. So it's in Galatians chapter 4, 1, 7. So all y'all think that adult children supposed to obey their parents? No, they do not. It's they first of all, we are God's children first, then our parents. So point is, the only thing I can tell people, the only judgment I care about is God's judgment. I know that I don't do right, and I prefer to hear Him. And yes, if I do wrong, well, God gonna punish me. But excuse me, oh, you keep on condemning me, you be condemned as what God in the flesh, Jesus said in Luke chapter 24, 27. If be merciful, God is merciful. Talks about that God. Even merciful, unkind, and wicked. He merciful to me, merciful Evans, Braxton, and everything else in tomorrow. So all this condemning, that was in the Old Testament while we have Jesus die on the cross. So all that condemning mean all other stuff you condemn me, you'll be condemned too. Hello. Now, the truth of the matter is, where is your mercy? Why do you have to act like the bad prophets in Ezekiel 34, Miss Evelyn? Why do you gotta act like the extremists in verse 3 John chapter 9? I mean, verse 9, 10. When I see these attitudes of king of Gentiles, when Jesus said, "Do not law, they law over this and not law," being saying that whoever the leader has to serve. Why I'm not saying this merciful character if it's Christian mercy. I know I need to be merciful, but I hate when people act like they're more righteous than I am They don't show. They act just 10 times worse than me, like the devil. My question is, what are you teaching me? You know what I'm saying? So when I heard you checking her being rude, respect go both ways, elder, young. Last time I checked, it says also that she treat those women want to be treated. So that's mutual respect right there. Why is everybody ignoring those verses? You need to put no age, no gender, about treat those who want to be treated. You treat Tamar like a little child. And you gotta understand she's abused, sexually abused, she's mentally, spiritually, and physically abused, and then whoever in her family sexually abused her. When now I tell when the dad was out gone from 6 o'clock to 10 in the morning, 10 p.m. and not be around his family. So truth of the matter is, when she was by herself, somebody in the family had to molest her and the other sister. And what it is, and I said the same thing about Abraham, we abuse people are hurt. Many times we pop off, and I speak for my own self, because we feel that the whole world is against us. When we was being abused, nobody come and take our behalf to stop the abuse. And when we did tell someone was gaslighting, defending them, making excuses, not doing the A2 of Psalms, defending those who are oppressed, okay? Not being a good Samaritan, or 25 of Matthew, okay? So when we see a lack of that, we feel that, of course, it's wrong. No one love us. Even we question where God, you know what I'm saying, is in the present. So that's why that she acts like a child, because she wasn't given a right to be an adult when it was time to be adult, and her mother still controls her life. But when Vince was beating Tamar, okay, according to Miss Evelyn Braxton, all that piss, stabbing, pissing him off. Oh, Big Vince, big Vince, you knock that wig off your head if you try to hit him. When T.I. cussed, yeah, we're gonna bring it up. When T.I. was upset, when was it Escape and the Braxtons, I think it was Tamar Braxton was touring, and they brought Kaya and T.S. Madison, and you know that what's her name, Candy and Kaya don't, and every man was a woman, and what it was a big mess when Tamar and Braxton brought them on the tour. And not only according to Trey, the last no, I saw the episode, but I do believe everybody deserves respect regardless of what age they are. T.I. gangster T.I. high, yeah, light skin T.I. So I say like this from ATL. Thug out T.I. with money. Came out and cussed everybody out, including the grandma, the grand, yes. So where was all this piss, slapping piss in the mouth to Tamar Braxton? Okay, when you saw T.I. and brown camel skin, a little bit light but not too light. Not dark brown like dark chocolate. Vince, big old Vince, who's also Jimmy Iovine's friend. Okay, from Death Row Record into Skull Record. When they got Gangsta and Rudy, y'all, you ran in the closet, you got scared. So all this tough character, the only person she can pick on is Tamar. And what it is, and they taking it out on the divorce. I feel sorry for Tony Braxton, and I knew that when she said she not resent how she could not wear certain things when she was a Pentecostal girl growing up, and she said she never resent. No, Tony, just be real. You do resent. I resent how, as an ex-president coming from evangelical, who been kind of on, I do resent how I was raised to the stream. Okay, stop lying. You do resent it. Okay, because a lot of drastic, rigid behavior that was unnecessary, twisted scripture to do this mess or to get someone happy, not you happy. So I understand that, okay? And even when she was, if I saw the movie Unbreak My Heart on Lifetime, which I did a great job, she was even grown in college, scared to listen to Anita Baker. You know what I'm saying? Not, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She's still grown. And you understand why she went through those situations she went through. And it hurt my heart. And I love me some Toni Braxton, okay? So, the truth of the matter is, if the family needs to break up, I'm sorry. A lot of people don't believe that division is necessary when it's toxic behavior, and I ain't perfect. But Matthew 10, I think 34, whatever, talk about the sword in the family. And I was talking about grandma on my mom's side about this, and she actually agrees. My mother's mother, okay, not the one who raised me, my dad's mother, who gave me problems, who gave me hell all these years. She said it was something because it wasn't not just me and her and everybody else, and then I'm going in the family. It was other people in the family was causing drama with her and everybody else, and even with my own mother with her. That tell our business. I'm trying to relate to my crowd. I do apologize for telling, but I had to relate to my crowd to understand and so I can feel where I'm coming from. That when I mentioned the Matthew 10, she said, "You're right. I'm tired. I'm getting old. I don't need to be around this and everything." And I said, "Yeah, that's why I don't come to the family. The family's so dysfunctional." I said, "Not it's not just what you're not going through. It's the whole family, and I'm trying to heal. Okay, even job locations. I left jobs because someone is toxic. Is two things: I get depressed, someone take my life, or either I want to go out and just get that person physically. I'm not trying to put myself in jail. I'm not trying to commit murder, suicide, or whatever. To avoid the issue, I walk away. Okay, I don't know how much money in the world. Money, not everything. It's called integrity, and I know that God in His mercy will give me something better than what was given to me in the past because it's too much. When things get toxic, I can't deal with it. Okay, either I want to go to extreme aggressive where it hurt your behind and see you rot, see your head off, whatever, or I get to want to take my own life because I feel I cannot come out of the situation. Smart thing to do is to walk away. Okay, because I hate people who love the anger. I hate people put in toxic situations. The family needs to divide. Okay? Anytime there's a toxic behavior and the person does not want to give up that toxic behavior, you must, like a woman who's getting abused by her husband, a husband getting abused by his wife, please separate for the sake of your soul and your safety and your health. And when it goes to Tamar Braxton, my heart goes out to you when you was crying. You was rude to all your sisters because you probably feel that they didn't have your back when you told them that you was abused, sexually abused. You felt that they all. This is most of the thing when it comes to Tamar Braxton and Fair Abraham. I can understand. We feel that no one has our back, and when they do, they lie, they gaslight, they make excuses for the abuser, they take up for the side, they say we're playing victim when we're not. All this, the projected situation, act like we acting crazy, okay? And at 41 years old, ma'am, you need to report your mom. I'm sorry. I don't care. First off, it won't argue. Please look at Galatians chapter 1 4. To stop telling the scriptures, okay? I always bring up St. Peter's verse in 2nd Peter chapter 2, excuse me, chapter 1, 20, 21, and third. A lot of folks don't like that verse. And also to the 3rd chapter, 15 to 17. People should always be on guard because people will source scriptures or do wrong, to be the abuse of children, whatever. There's no distortion. Truth of the matter is, God, you know what I'm saying? Jesus put a sword in the family in order to get this family to be healed. Meaning a separation. Okay? Either you choose him over you and your family. So, a lot of people don't believe in it. I'll be a disciple of his. I do. I love the Lord over my family. Even though I don't always act like I don't love the Lord, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't always do his way. But I would prefer God over my own family. They're not the same. Okay, and I know that no man, including myself, know God's thoughts. Thank God that Saint Paul said it in Corinthians, 1 2. On the spirit said every time they try to say that God gonna do this, I know as a human being, a piece of flesh who don't know God's heart, they're liars. Okay, you know, even though I acted ugly in my last video, I've been spiritually trying to find myself and find solitude in this situation I'm going through because I had a stalker of my relative stalking me on social media, and one of the corpus of my family of violence is trying to start mess. I know she is. I blocked this person during Hurricane Harvey. I told them I don't want to talk before Hurricane. I told them that I don't want to talk to them, and I'm going to pursue to take legal action if it goes further. Instead of me going to jail or taking my own life, I'm going to, and if the law enforcement does not want to comply with that, all I gotta do is get the HR department, the internal affairs, well, they do not trust what they'll go over high. I'll go to Congress and get that person out of their job, okay, or the mayor's office, whatever, to get that person out of job because they want to put their personal views with the law. I don't want your personal views. I want to protect the others in any situation going on. Um, and so I had to, not close. I did deactivate my other Facebook account with family and then friends because of so much toxic after my birthday, and someone was bothering me on there. And so when they found another social media stalking me for some reason, I don't know why, um, I was very depressed. I did get to extreme rage this weekend. Mad, angry, ready to do things to somebody, and then you know what I'm saying. So, um, but I was also praying, okay. And some just told me, make this video about family violence because some of us people in African American, because none of us are pure black. I'm mixed with African American, French, Spanish, Creole, English, African descent, and I just consider myself multiracial. I see my family's multiracial, what they look like, because whatever you have in your roots is who you are. We're not be related to other people who are not black. Ain't got long distance cousins who are not black. I got white races and white folks who are not racist as well, relatives. Truth of the matter is, okay, we think this is normal, and I always go back to slavery. I mentioned Aunt Jemima and Fiddler, and I know that y'all, I was very ugly and rude on my video about the defending the hood rat and the comments that Bob show say. And a lot of people thumbing down my videos understand I'm very frustrated seeing this being normalized. Okay? Very frustrated. This is not normal. This is not human behavior. It's not black culture. This is a slave, our white ancestors, slave masters' predicament of how we're supposed to live. This is their mindset. So all this beating and acting a fool and ratchet you see, this is the white man's English letters interpretation of life for us. If we want to heal, we can't be screaming Black Lives Matter. We cannot, because yes, we live in a racist society, but it's worse when we get into it with the stereotypes and hurt our children most of all. And we think in children, when it comes with God's blessings, and y'all know that, and you know you provoke a child to anger, you throw into the, and you, if you cause skin, throw into the sea, and as I saw with Evelyn, Braxton, no one's not telling the truth. I'm going to tell it like it is, because there's people out here hurt. I'm so hurt, and I'm not want to go. My record is clean. I'm not trying to commit a murder suicide and go to jail. Okay, I'm not going to commit suicide. It's all. I'm not going to act a fool. Someone just told me pray about it, take legal action, because if the person in my family keep harassing me, I am going to take legal action. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is not my future. That's one thing they'll understand. I do not want this as my future. I do not want this as part of my life. They can keep a toxic future themselves, but don't pass that generation curse to me. And tomorrow, Braxton, you need to get out of your situation, okay? Stop having your mom around you. You're a grown woman. The only way she'll mature and be a grown lady is she stop having someone treat her like a child. And the one thing I noticed, the baby, I talking about, I'm thinking about doing commentary about, and no offense to Beyonce Mama and Mr. Lawson, okay? But it was emasculating, Miss Tina. I met you 10 years ago. I'm sorry, Miss Tina. I'm sorry, Beyonce. Okay, but it was wrong, okay? Um, but the truth of the matter is, I didn't grow up with emasculating the black male was okay, okay? My dark skin, whose grandfather was darker than me, did not play that with my grandmother. My own father didn't play that with my aunt or his own mother, my grandmother, or any other women he had, including my own mother, his life. So I grew up, and I remember my grandfather used to tell me about slavery, and even a albino brother told me in 2000, okay? I never get asked, why these black women, we're not pure black, but why these sisters act a fool? And he's, albino man, everybody thinks a white man with kinky hair, but he's albino told me back in 2000 at the Parshall Mall that back in slavery, they used to have the black woman over the black male, and while she was sleeping consensually with the white master, she can do everything she wants, but the black man had to go to her to talk to master. So the emasculating, and when I saw the English letter, I see that, okay? In order for us to grow as a people, we had to give it up or get away from people who perpetuate this mess within. As I was trying to tell Avasha when I was talking, cursing, see that as anger, okay? See that as pain from going through this mess. I can't talk about all Mexican and white people doing wrong. We got people doing the same thing within. No one ain't called they behind out, okay? You can't talk about folks, and I have to give it, and not to defend chemistry. I saw his video about Mr. Criminal on DJ Flag. I'm not friend of that dude. He's right. You can't talk about all this white folks, Mexican folks, California, but we have folks within our Pookie and Ray Ray and LaQuisha doing this mess, okay? And my mama and daddy doing this mess, and no one ain't calling they behind out because they the one doing the coonery within hurting our children to the point it produces thugs and harass, okay? Let's be real, okay? A lot of folks don't want to hear what's that, Latoya Graham with her beating her son from the kid. No, you're not. I mean, where's that child's daddy? I would love to know where's his daddy, and you wrong for leaving your son with that woman, okay? Because if it was my son, If she did it, I will be in jail in Baltimore. Trust me. Now, I don't time to go to jail. You will abuse my kids. Because my grandfather let my grandma know if she was to hit me back in 1980s, whatever it was, when I was 2 or 3 years old, and I ran from her, and he said if he gonna kill her, do something to her. And my dad did something to me. He put a gun. I don't forget this in 1989, and my dad's pickup full burger truck, burnt rubber. My grandfather didn't play that mess when it comes to children. Okay, so even though he was rude and mean to me, he didn't play that, and I'm glad I saw that. He was a true protector, and a true provider, and true man of the house. And 10 years, even though I have a resentment with him not letting me let me drive, but I can't steal the credit that he was a protector. But I get that from him. And I always say, and I say about my ex-girlfriend who's Hispanic, her toxic family. If we had children who's raised, if she used to raise when I was in high school, in the brother-in-law, which is the my ex girlfriend's brother, if he not only try to abuse me, but abuse my children, I'm killing that dude. Okay, point blank, and the dad too. And the same thing, not because they're Mexican, excuse me, my black Spanish, French, Spanish, Creole, English, and descent mother, okay, who about my color, and my dad who's a little bit darker than me, who's black, Native American, and French and English descent, they will be gone too. You're not gonna hurt my kids. I don't care about your generational curse. You're not gonna be selfish enough to put it not only on me. Now, I don't like Jared Dickinson, okay, about the Cosby when she lied, but when she's on E Channel, and her own father, this white woman, her father abused her, popped her, beat her, molested her, and everything. I do give her credit pulling that life support card to kill him. I do give her credit when her son was here and her dad tried to pop her. She came in to defend her son. Now, that's the only time I'm on Jan Dickinson's side. That's one thing I thought. That's why I thought, kind of like her. Not like her beauty, but her attitude. Me and even her. Me, Tamar, Jan Dickinson, whoever out there, whoever had this attitude, were crying inside. And don't even tip me on Tyra Banks, Tiffany Richardson, who Tyra Banks had no right to scream at. The beautiful dark-skinned sister down there in Miami. We're crying inside, and folks don't look at it as pain when we lash out and get angry, okay? Because when we try to get help, people turn their head. We don't know who to trust, and I understand that. I can relate to what Tamar Braxton's going through. And when you're not able to live as an adult and they keep making you a child in an adult's body, you're mad and you're scared. I'm not, to be honest with you, when my mother tried to intimidate me, I wasn't scared. I just didn't want to go to jail. Okay? Let's be real with you. I didn't want to put her in the grave. Okay? As she would be self-defense, she did attack me first. That's all like it is. But you know how these stupid, conservative, trashy laws, I don't share their view, don't want no view of it. And any remorse besides Proverbs 9:7 not to correct me, stop trying to provoke a release on me. By law, I have a right to be protected of someone who brought me in the world who did not intentionally love me, to brought me love. It was out of line to my dad and not letting my dad know that I was here until a couple of days or probably the next month later on. Folks, so I know that hits that story. Okay, line that she was on a pill. But I'm revealing everything because I want a closure to this mess. Okay? And so this is the truth. Tell me, Mara Braxton, hear me out, baby. Okay? Get away from your mom. Enlarge you to grow. Be the Galatians chapter 4, 1 to 7. Okay? And move away from them. Get the sword that Jesus talked about in Matthew 10 to separate from your mama. Because the reason why you don't grow up and you act like a child, because you have somebody still trying to treat you like a child when you're 41 years old. You can't grow up with someone, and because you're about your world, not everybody is bringing people in the world out of love. You have a lot of these people with unplanned pregnancies, even if they're married, unplanned pregnancies. Like in my case, I was born in, and they don't have no financial gain. And I'm glad that both my parents, in particular my mother, did not raise me. But educationally, because I don't have a feeble, ghetto mind like she does, and many of the people on that side of the family, and also on my dad's side of the family who choose to have that, I don't go along with that. And I did me calling laws on him back in 10 years ago on 4th of July, on his mother back in 94, and I think late May, early June. My grandmother, it was to put closure to this drama. They think it's normal. It's not normal. It's feeble-minded slave mentality that we learned from our white ancestors that you're afraid to put on paper, but you act just like your white ancestor who was doing the raping or beating in the family tree. Let's call it like it is. So, truth of the matter is, Tamar Braxton, please stop talking to your mom. Please quit the show. Get your life together, okay? And the reason why she would fall into Vince's hands, she's used to being abused. No different than Michelle when she was told by her mother that a man had right to abuse her. And here we go with the slave mentality. And Suge Knight and Dr. Dre abused her. Okay? We cannot have abuse going on in the community if we want to come together. And abuse is not normal. You think it's normal because you have a feeble mind mentality, people. You have a slave mentality that you learned from other people, not by birth. It's time to emancipate yourself from that slave mentality and trying to move on to a better way. We're in 2018 and we still going through this mess. Something ain't right. Okay? So I'm just saying to Tamar Braxton, y'all, whoever have family violence, especially from the parents or grandparents or elders or some of the uncles, please report them to the police. Police do not want to do their job. Okay, there's cop block, and many anti-police brutality organizations. You can report that officer to get him out, his or her out of their job. Please look into the penal codes in your state. Contact Congress. Please do contact your mayor, that's the head boss of your city's police department, and file a complaint with them to get that person out of office, off of there, because it's taxpayer money. It's waste taxpayer money of who these people are. Okay. Um, the idea of call the police is stop the family violence. Some of these people who come from toxic families and own self who wear a badge think it's normal. Even try to distort the Bible to do so. We have to heal one day. We can't long have continue hurt in our life. It will hurt us to the grave. And I'm getting close to 40, and I'm not having it in my 40s. Okay, God forbid. Okay, so let you know, please go ahead and try to contact authorities when it comes to family violence, so you prevent you to go to jail or to the grave. Okay, because I know it feels like you want to take your life sometimes because you don't want to be in a predicament you didn't ask to be in, and I said did not ask to be in. Okay. All right, these people choose to be in there and they think it's normal. It's so low rated. Feeble mind. I call it like it is what the white racist people say about our people, but they choose to have it. Okay, we're not in chains anymore. We're not in the back of the bus. What's going on here? They hold on to that old coonery mentality, the slave plantation mentality, because it benefits from them. They want to be on master's role so bad and feel like master doing all the violence. That's why we got black DNA versus black, because none of us appear black. Crime and all them fight videos. Only time for fighting is to defend yourself. But just starting fights and trying to act like you tough doesn't make it makes you do look like what the rest of people say, make you like a bunch of monkeys in a zoo. And if you don't want to be there, please stop doing it. Okay? Now, to Tamar Braxton, my prayers go out to you, baby. And I know you're saying you cried, but a lot of that show was edited to make Tamar look terrible. I'm gonna be real with y'all, because a lot of them don't want to make her look bad, because one thing, she's a counselor. She should know right then and there that the reason why Tamar was being rude with you before the cameras were rolling, you tried to disclose that painful situation that happened to her, and the mother who has no empathy in her soul, who want to act like an angel but a devil in wolf she clothing, wolf she clothing, wolf she clothing, um, you said to correct her, and on time use for it's weird how the Alana shows two-faced behavior. When what's the one who married the Hispanic guy, Gabriel, when he talked about how I think it's Tawanda, no, not it's Andre, Trina, one of the Braxton sisters, was being mean to him, and this is the problem. He not from that weakness syndrome and Latino culture. Men, and I do have Spanish Creole in my roots, so I do identify this. We do not play that, okay? Because I like African American descent, and I am African American descent, but I do have Spanish Creole roots, which when I saw with y'all, I know why I love to speak Spanish, okay? On my mom's side of the family, last name with y'all. Truth of the matter is, we don't play that. And my grandfather, who's dark skinned, he didn't mention the Creole rules, but the other family members did on his side of the family, on my dad's side, did not play that. Okay, so point is, I mean, Spanish Christian on my mom's side, I don't know about him. I know my grandfather, my dad's side has French because both his parents were Louisiana people, okay? But anyway, they don't play that. So, and I know Gabriel didn't want to go in a family violence situation. If he gets violent with her, with her in self-defense, he can turn around and suppress Brown and Rihanna when Rihanna attacked Chris Brown. Because I do think that I don't agree with her being abused. But if she did attack him first, she deserved to get hit. It goes on both ways. If you hit the first person, regardless would you have a vagina or a penis, you deserve to get hit back. I'm sorry. It calls self-defense on equal opportunity, baby. Hello. So, Yolanda said, you're acting like your mama. But it's weird that you didn't take that with Tamar and you use Evelyn for your benefit to talk to her crazy. So, right there, I see two faces of it. I see why that sister, the dark skin with longer hair, the one who was had a different name and found her mother, she was taking care was not her real mother. You know what I'm saying? And the daddy, and because she's trying to break out this old situation, she wanted to go home, and she damaged the thing. Alana, I'm sorry, something about you. If you didn't go to school for counseling, you just a mentor. Please do go back to school on psychology and psychiatry. Because I wouldn't if someone was kidnapped in closed door. That's psychological damage, and I see why the dad, even though he had sex with the mama when she was close by my age, and produces a 20-year-old woman, okay, who was kidnapped. He did. I don't like what he did. Act like R. Kelly. He had a right to come and defend his daughter, okay, because that's tragic to deal with the fact that your mama was not your mother all this time and you want to lock doors and like you in a haunted house in Halloween season. It's not right. I'm sorry. I had to feel for that baby, okay? And I understand why she was crying and she damaged her. And because she didn't play. That dog, she's a beautiful dog skin so with long hair. That's her hair too. She didn't play. Oh no, she didn't play. So the camera crew got hurt. If you was trying to trap her, because y'all cut and edit, I ain't that doggone crazy. She had right to defend herself. I'm sorry. I'm not saying she had right to offensively attack you, but if you came in and defend the keeper and the family said they didn't want to do this mess, you have to respect their wishes, okay? Including this 20-year-old woman who is a grown woman, okay? She's not a little baby no more. So, my heart went out to her because she was crying. She don't want to reveal that. That's a hard deal with your mama not being a mama all these years. And then next thing you find you got enough. That's harsh, Um. So even